Hi.
Hi.
We made it. We did it. I'm so glad you were able to come on.
Oh, thank you for the invite. I'm always up for drinking Irish whiskey this time of year.
Right? I know. Well, Adriana is visiting her family, and I was like, it's March. I'm ready. I'm ready for some Irish, and who better to drink it with than my friend Stacy?
Oh, thank you.
Well, let's see who's here. Oh, it looks like Michael is being the responsible one and getting some extra sleep. So I hope if you happen to be listening, feel better. James Morgan, did you end up pouring some pot still? Because I think that is going to be part of my go-to tonight. Des is here. Taste and Sensibility is here. Josh Fritz. Hey, look, there's Stacy. H and Oak is here. H and Oak is our newest Patreon. So thank you for joining. Stick around for Patron Plinko tonight. Saying cheers to everyone, including Stacy, says James Morgan. Larry, 3R. Sean Peak is here. Hi, MC. All right. Oh, we have, I can't click. It's fine. El Camino Mas Lago Brewing is here. Mr. Mom 310, cheers, Michelle and Stacy, Women of Whiskeys and 4-Leaf Whiskey. Malam is here. Hello, hello. I think we're all caught up. Miracle Martinez just popped in and said, let's go. Oh, are you guys drinking Irish with us? I think I have the wrong background on. Hold on. Let me see. Don't laugh at me if I get it wrong. Let's see. There it is.
Go.
Well, I made a background just for you, Stacy, and then remembered that I've been waiting for this. We went to Ireland over a year ago, and almost 2 years ago, I think. And I brought this back from the Midleton distillery.
That's a great sample set.
I know, and it's got all this cool info on the back. So I thought, you know what, let's give it away tonight. I know it's not the end of the month, so we're not doing mystery boxes, but let's do a little giveaway for that. I mean, it's got the Powers John Lane. That never made it to the States. So.
Yeah, that's John's Lane, Redbreast 12, Green Spot, and Midleton Very Rare. Is it Midleton Very Rare or Barry Crockett?
Barry Crockett.
Barry Crockett?
Yeah.
There's like
I haven't had that one. So you guys will end up getting something that I haven't even had.
Yeah, see, I'm Barry Crockett over Midleton Very Rare. That's a good set.
So that'll be fun. That'll be fun to give away. And you know how that goes. There's a QR code. There's stuff in the comment or in the description that tells you how to get in. I'm going to be just doing a wheel of names at the end for that. So just tag me in that if you go in using those, or just do a super chat. I don't care. It's all good. Malam is starting with Green Spot, and see, Taste and Sensibility. I think I'm going to end up going that John's Lane as well tonight. And I don't think I've had the 3 Swallow back there, so I might try that too.
The Powers is within reach. I could join you on that one.
Okay, all right. I poured the John's Lane. That's what I have in my glass. I haven't started it yet, but
okay.
That's what I poured.
Let me grab.
Hi, Jeff. How are you? And Donald Rance is here. Hi, guys. You guys drinking some Irish with us?
I have one of the old school bottles of John's Lane. I love these older bottles.
Oh, let's see. Oh, yeah.
And it comes with this super cool map inside of the distillery.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, so
if you guys have never been to that distillery,
the old distillery.
Holy moly. That's cool.
So find your old Dusties when you can.
I had so much fun there. I'm not even going to lie. That was, we went Scotland, Ireland. So we hit a lot of distilleries, and that was just amazing. We did a couple of the tastings, and that's where I kind of fell in love with that particular the Johns.
Did you try the cask strength when you were over there at the Johns Lane cask strength?
That's what I have.
Oh, you're drinking the cask strength one. Oh,
yeah. Let me grab
that one too. I'm gonna go regular Johns Lane. I like it.
So this is the Johns Lane cask strength.
Cask strength.
It's yummy.
I'm gonna go. I'm drinking the regular one.
And then I very much enjoyed our trip to Two Stacks.
Yeah.
That was wonderful. We had the best time. We went in and he let us taste a lot of stuff that he's out of that we can't even get, but it was a great time.
They just released on Friday of last week. They've got their fruit drops line. So they are releasing an apple brandy cask finish, apricot brandy cask finish, and blackberry brandy cask finish, and they're all doing it in cans at 50% ABV. So you can get all three of those cans together. And of course it's sold out, but they're supposed to be coming back with it. And he said he's toying around with talking about bringing it over to the States to offer in the States that you could get 2 stacks in.
I heard that. I actually have done some giveaways and whatnot, and I realized, and then people that come over that aren't huge drinkers and they want to try something, I'll give them a little can so they don't have to commit. Like if I don't have a bottle open. And the bourbon cream was one of those. I didn't want to open a whole bottle of the bourbon cream. 2 Stacks bourbon cream is so different from other ones. I shouldn't say bourbon cream. Their cream is so much different than the bourbon cream you can get. And so I had a little can of it, and my daughter's girlfriend came over and I gave her that to try because she's not a big drinker, and she didn't like it because she could taste alcohol in it. And it was my last can. Yeah, Donald Brandt says the Johns Lane distillery is gone. All that's left is the giant pot still. Mullen, the ABV is, that's a good question. I don't remember.
57.8.
57.8.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think it was 58.7. 2 Stacks. It doesn't look like they're coming to Idaho, but
of course they're not. Nothing comes to Idaho.
No.
Is this Powers the same that makes the Irish rye?
Yes.
I have the Powers rye up here, and I haven't tasted that. There. Okay, right, I'm gonna have to taste that. I haven't tasted it. We should have just done a Powers flight.
We should have.
I mean, next week is St. Patrick's Day. My brain is
12 days away.
Maybe we'll have to do something.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll have to do like a Powers.
I've even got the signature. That's the discontinued one. So that was the one that they discontinued, and they replaced it with the 3 Swallows.
Oh, I don't know what. Okay. So, H&R likes the rye, but John Fritz was saying, what's the best Johns Lane to buy if you can? Now, if you guys don't know, Stacy, she has a channel called 4 Leaf Whiskey, and she knows so much about Irish. And I'm going to let her answer this. And then I want to talk about all the fun stuff you've been doing, because you've been doing some things.
I've been busy. Josh, I don't know if you mean the best Johns Lane or the best Powers. The best Powers actually is Johns Lane is just a great bottle to buy. You can find it readily available in every state that has Powers. And the new bottling looks very similar to the one Michelle showed you. It's the gray. And you can, like I said, you can find it a lot of places. It's one of the best ones. If you don't want to spend that much yet, 3 Swallows is good pour too. And that one's usually right around $40.
Yeah, I like the 3 Swallows. Yeah, this one is the cask strength. It never made it over here, but the in Idaho anyway, we don't see much Johns Lane, but you can find the gray bottle a
Yeah.
lot of places. In
Yeah, you
fact, to
can
get
find that one.
Powers at all, we have to go over to Oregon.
Well, on your trip to Oregon, you'll be able to pick up 2 stacks because Oregon is one of the states that is getting 2 stacks.
Well, I am only 30 minutes from the Oregon border, so
So they're getting the Irish cream, they're getting a couple of the cans, and they're getting some of the bottles as well.
yes, Matthew Parks, I am very excited. I'm very excited. So Des says, what are some readily available good Irish whiskeys?
Aside from John's Lane, which we mentioned, I like Clonakilty. I think they're a really good deal for the money. You can get cask strength bottles, usually for right around $60, $65. McConnell's is another good pour. It's only around $30. I'm like, I look behind myself and see what's on the shelf.
You can't go wrong with Redbreast.
Redbreast is always Redbreast cask strength's always a good one. The latest releases have been good. I
do
like
not
JJ
care for the
Corey. I think
Kentucky
they're
Oak.
good. There's a lot of smaller brands out. Dunville's, if you can find Dunville's, if you like sherry finishes, Dunville's is phenomenal. It is in some Total Wine stores here in the States. You can get Dunville's 10 there. That's a great bottle.
Now, I like Midleton Very Rare, but I don't know that I like it for the cost.
No.
Yeah.
I would get that.
I don't think that it justifies what they're selling it for.
I would agree with that. I would get the Berry Crockett before I would the Midleton Very Rare. The Berry Crockett is a single pot still, and it's a little higher ABV at 46%. Or get the Dare Gaelic series, the wood finish, the virgin oak finish series. I think mine's over on the floor somewhere. Yeah, it's over there. That one is cask strength. Those are released. It's a different wood series every year. And so they taste a little bit different every year. And those are a little bit more for your money.
Okay. So like the Teeling,
that's another great bottle.
Yeah, the Wonders of Wood is amazing, but just regular Teeling, if you're making like a mixed drink with Irish, like a hot toddy.
Yeah. That Wonders of Wood, that's a great single pot still whiskey for $100.
Yeah.
That's
I love the Portuguese oak. It's
so good. That's been my favorite one of the 3.
Yeah.
That has been my favorite so far.
And then Mr. Mom says, I'm loving this Bushmills Black Bush Old Fashioned. Thank you.
Yes, I had I told Mr. Mom about that because I had a Black Bush Old Fashioned at the Bushmills Inn in Bushmills, and I'd never had one. I never thought to use Bushmills Black Bush in an old fashioned. It works. It really does work.
Really?
Yeah. So
tell us what you've been doing, because you've been like everywhere doing things and stuffs.
Yeah. I think most of everybody knows I was in Ireland in September. Did the tour of Ireland up in Belfast and all my favorite distilleries in County Down. Locally, I've been doing whiskey tastings and working at the state Irish Cask and Craft. They had a big event over the weekend, and people could go into a liquor store in the major cities and they could sample like up to 8 samples of Irish whiskey for free.
Oh my
God. Show up and show your ID and they hand you a bag and you go in and you could try all these different Irish whiskeys for free. So that was super fun.
Yeah, you got to start telling me ahead of time about this stuff. I might just show up on your doorstep.
You're welcome to show up. You're welcome to show up. So I worked those events. I worked the one in Cleveland and then the one in Columbus here. I did not go to Toledo. I had to work that day. But
now, what was it you were recently named?
What's that?
What was it that you were recently given the title for?
The local one or the Irish whiskey one?
The Irish whiskey one.
I got nominated again for Best Independent Brand Ambassador by the Irish Whiskey Industry Awards. So I got nominated in 23 and 24 for that.
That's amazing. That is amazing. Mollum says Bushmills versus Jameson.
Oh, I like Bushmills. I like Bushmills better.
I would agree.
I'm not a Jameson fan in general.
Did you try the Jameson 18?
Yes, I had the Jameson 18.
Yeah.
So the Jameson 18 is good. I like Bow Street better, which is the cask strength one.
Yeah, The only time I really like Jameson is the bottom shelf Jameson in a Diet Coke.
That's the only one. We never have that green bottle of Jameson. We never have it. Now I got the triple, and we'll probably get another one of those. The Jameson 18, guys, if you're out there looking for 18, look for the one they actually re-released it in the US at a higher ABV. So it's 46% instead of the intro 40.
Okay.
So it's in like a green box now.
Anyone have the Oosh, the triple blend?
Yes, it's up there on the top shelf.
Is it good?
I like it okay. It's real citrusy, which was surprising. I didn't go into it, but I don't mind it. It's a budget bottle.
Mm-hmm. See, I like citrusy.
You might like it then. I'm gonna have to get you.
I'll take a citrusy over a super sweet sherry. Like the super sweet sherry finish. I can't get into it.
I think you might like it then.
Taste and Sensibility is in for 4 entries, trying to win that pot still pack. Thank you very much. I'm just putting these in.
Yeah, James, it's a little young, but I mean, it's really super citrusy. But I mean, for the $30 price tag, I don't mind it.
And then, like, so when I went over there, we did like Belfast and all of that. I loved Belfast.
I loved it.
And I've said
I
this
hated
before.
Dublin. No, sorry, anybody from Dublin, but we got there and it was so flippin' touristy, and we stayed across from the River Liffey from Temple Bar, and I much preferred Belfast. I'm right there with you.
I only spent one night in Dublin, and that was like I think it was our last night in Ireland. I don't remember a lot about that night because we just went bar hopping, and it was our last night. So we're like, everybody has to get drunk in Dublin, right? But I loved Belfast. That is a place where they know how to hold a grudge. Mm-hmm. I mean, I love that. Hundreds years later, they're still pissed off.
Yeah, there's still some neighborhoods there. But I liked it because it's just starting to get tourism in Belfast on the regular. So
yeah, I didn't see that.
Yeah, I mean, if you go out to like the Cathedral Quarter where all the bars are, where I told you Duke York is and Friend at Hand Shop, there's a lot of tourists in that area. But when you get away from there and get further out from City Hall, there's not as many tourists.
Okay.
So our hotel was just down. We stayed at the Grand Central. So it was just down from the City Hall, near Ulster Hall.
Where did we stay? I don't remember now. I'll tell you, a cool one was in Cork. We stayed at the River Lee.
I enjoyed it there too when we were in Cork.
I love the River Lee. I fell in love with a waiter, and he gave us a little cake like it was a cake pan that he decorated. That was like, enjoy your journey or something. Aww. He was the coolest thing.
I love that. And then you walk along the River Lee there.
Mm-hmm.
I love that.
H and Oak. You should definitely go over to 4 Leaf Whiskey and subscribe to her channel. You go on Sundays, is that right?
Sunday at 6 p.m. Yeah.
Sunday, is that Eastern or?
Eastern, yeah. Sunday, Eastern, 6 p.m. Eastern.
I'm telling you, Stacy, I knew I liked Irish, but Stacy is the one who really got me into deciding kind of what my profile was and how to feed that. She has a lot of knowledge. But so you poured the regular?
I poured the regular, and that went down real good. So I'm debating what to pour next. I picked a few things.
What do you have? What'd you pull?
I pulled Redbreast Cask Strength, the Redbreast Quattroburia, the Gold Spot 13, and then the Teeling, the Wonders Wood.
So our Gold Spot. Try not to squish Ellie. She's sitting next to me.
Oh.
With my T-Rex arms.
Oh.
Okay. So our Gold Spot is the Generations Edition. We picked this up at the Midleton Distillery.
Yep.
And I'm not gonna lie, that's nice.
Yeah.
Is that
Yep.
I'll
Same
feel
one.
it.
We got ours in Belfast.
Okay, yeah. And I mean, it's that limited release, and it's just
Yeah.
I
This
did
one
not
is in the
care.
US, but for a hefty price tag. I think it's 300 in Ohio.
Dang.
Yeah.
So
It's
I
good. It's not
got
300 good.
Gold Spot before going, and I did not care for it. I mean, I would take a
Oh, the
red or a
9?
blue any day over it, but this
Yeah.
is yummy.
This is very different than the 9-year Gold Spot.
It's a lot different.
Yeah.
I feel like
Ooh, dark silky. That's a good one.
I haven't had dark silky. What's that?
That is a peated whiskey from Sleeve Leap Distillery up in Donegal.
Mm. I don't know if I would like that.
It's peated, but it's sweet. It's real caramely. But it is definitely peated. It's around 22 ppm.
Okay.
There's
So
no
I
mistake.
really need to start dipping my toes into more peated things. Like I love scotch. I just have a hard time getting into the peat. I do like the oh my gosh, my brain today
Port
is not
Charlotte.
doing, huh?
Is it Port Charlotte or?
Yes, the Port Charlotte 10. I do
That's
like,
what I thought. I've heard
yeah.
you mention that one before.
Yeah. So yeah, see, Donald, I agree. I would agree with that. And we can't get it here, and I had it acquired, and it cost me, I don't usually pay anything more than retail because of where I live.
Yeah.
And it's one of my regrets. It's not bad. It's one of my regrets. It didn't wow me.
I liked it. It wasn't the greatest. I mean, I like the 13 better, but you and I are in the minority. Most people like the 9 better.
I'd agree. I don't know what it is. It's not bad. It didn't make me excited.
Aged in Oak, yes, I'm in Ohio. I'm in Central Ohio.
So if you had to pick, and I hate it when people are like, what's your favorite whiskey? I'm like, it depends on what we're talking about, what day it is.
Yeah.
But if you had to pick a distillery that you very much love for Irish, what would you pick, do you think?
Cologne.
Would you?
Yeah, hands down.
Yeah.
Cologne.
Okay.
I loved visiting them there. I actually told them, like, you just set me up a cot right behind here, and I would stay if my husband wouldn't miss me. So, it is. I tell people, I'm like, it's the size of my like 2-car garage. My garage might be bigger than where they're distilling. It is that small. They're producing half a cask a week, so very different than your Midletons and your Bushmills. But they do everything by taste, by smell. They don't measure anything. They don't have to legally to take their cuts. So I love everything they're doing there.
Okay. Interesting. I actually have never put that much. I haven't dug into them.
They are up a little road in the Mourne Mountains in County Down. They're only about probably 30 minutes from Two Stacks. But they are like a single lane car, no shoulder. You're going up the road that they used to like take sheep from one pasture to the next in the mountains. So it's just the coolest place to visit.
So we drove way out of our way to go to Two Stacks because Will and I broke off from our friends, and we hit there and then went down to Cork where we were at. I think we went to Cork from there. I don't know. But I will say that it was so worth it. Had I known that Cologne was right by there, I probably would have done it. But I am the worst passenger in the world. I literally, and then having it be on the other side of the road, I sat behind the driver so that I couldn't see. And then I had little, they're like allergy pills, but prescription, so you can use them for anxiety. And I'm like popping those. And my friend Denise says, "What are you doing over there?" I said, "Oh, I'm taking drugs. It's for everyone's benefit."
You would have been very nervous going up the road to Cologne.
It sounds like it.
Yeah.
I saw a question here. Miracle Martinez says, do y'all limit yourselves on number of bottles y'all bring back from a trip? And how do y'all bring them back? What do you use?
So when you go on a whiskey trip, the best thing to do is definitely take an empty bag just to bring back the whiskey.
Yep. When you
You're
go over, put a suitcase in a suitcase.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. You're gonna go overweight, but trust me, it's cheaper than shipping from over there.
Yeah.
I know some organized tours that you do from over there, shipping is included for your bottles. So there's different ways. But if you're doing a trip on your own, that's what I do. I just take an empty bag and know that I'm gonna, pay the extra weight, but I'm gonna have all these bottles that I would never be able to get otherwise.
Now there is a limit on the number of liters that you can take on an airplane.
There is, I think, but it's like 5 liters per person. It's something
like 5 or
ridiculous
6,
like that.
Yeah.
Now you are supposed to declare it when you get back, and we always have. But honestly, most of the times we get through airport security, they don't want to deal with the paperwork. It's not worth it because it's just per personal. You're not reselling it. So 9 times out of 10, they're just going to wave you on.
Really? Huh.
Yeah.
Well, so what we did, because we didn't want to go overweight, and we'd never done an international trip where we were bringing back whiskey.
Mhm.
So, I also like to shop. It's a problem. I like whiskey and I like to shop. So, and we didn't know how to pack. We'd never done a big international trip. We did Scotland and Ireland all in one. So we didn't know how to pack. So I absolutely overpacked. So we shipped our clothes home so that we could put the whiskey in the suitcase.
That's another way of doing it.
And then so to answer your question, Miracle Martinez, we put them in the inflatables. You buy them off Amazon, super cheap. You put your bottle in it and you get this little pump and it pumps it up all around it.
Oh yeah, I packed a whole bunch of those.
Yeah. And before we did that, I mean, I've seen where we've just done them in layers of socks.
Yeah.
So,
those are the best things to get. Those are what, like $15 or something like that?
For like a massive pack of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then, yeah, I just totally lost that train of thought. It's gone now. Don't know where it was going, but that train left without me.
Our friend that was on this trip we went on, he rolls in there, and of course it's a man. He's got a backpack. That was his only luggage. We were there for a week. I'm like, how do you do that? How? I don't.
What I loved about Scotland and Ireland, mostly in Scotland, is you'd be driving down the road and you see this little like kiosk thing in the gas station parking lot.
Mm-hmm.
And they're little laundromats. You put the money in and you put your clothes in. It's a what they call them, laundrettes, I guess. I was like, so next time I do my international trip, I'm just going to pack a few things and just do my laundry. Will went to a laundromat over there in Cork, and the woman was like, he's waiting for his laundry. And she's like, no, you go. And he's like, what? They don't let you stay. They make you get out while your laundry's being washed.
Oh, wow, that's weird.
Larry says, just popped my Redbreast Cask Strength that he won on WoW. What should I be looking for? First Irish whiskey besides Jameson's shots.
Oh, that's a good one. That's
your first Irish. Nice.
That's a good one to start with.
Yeah, you're gonna have trouble now.
Yeah. Michelle's ruined you.
It's a great one. If you like it, Redbreast, if you like the Redbreast Cask Strength, try some of the finished ones. I wasn't a huge fan of the Kentucky Oak.
No.
But I liked the tawny. I thought PX was a little too sweet. I loved it at first. You'll
PX.
probably like the PX. The Redbreast PX is probably one that you would like.
Yeah, it's a sweet one. It's orange chocolate. It's really sweet. The Missouri Oak was really good. I really like Missouri Oak.
Missouri, I haven't had it.
Oh, it's really good. It's really good. It's another one that they went crazy with the price on it.
So I don't see Bourbon Before Bacon in here. For some reason, he's not getting my emails. I'm getting his. I'm replying to his. He's not getting them. But I had my first delivery accident in, 4 years for me, 6 years that Will and I've, been sending.
Mm-hmm.
They brought it back, and it's just, a deflated inflatable in a bag, just crushed into little pieces. I mean, like shattered. And I'm like, of course it was a pick that I can't get again. So I'm trying to give him a list of things to choose from, and he is just not getting my emails. I'm just devastated. Malam's comment is what made me think of that. Put your laptop of the whiskey. I'll protect the bottle, but your screen will break.
Oh, Mom, that sucks. Oh, that sounds awful.
Thomas Anderson, hello. Cheers to you. Okay, Oh, okay, James Morgan's going to help him out. Moving on to the blue spot, Sean Peak says.
Nice.
That's one of my favorites. I like out of the spot line. I like the blue spot.
I like red's my favorite still, but blue's really good.
I do like the red. See, for me, it's kind of red and blue toss up. I think I just
same.
go to the blue more often because I have a backup. I don't have a backup of the red.
Same.
Malam, go for the blue spot cask. That's my 2 cents.
Leoville Barton is really good too. I always have a backup of that one too.
Of the what?
The Chateau Leoville Barton. The green
Really?
spot Chateau Leoville Barton. I like that one.
I have trouble getting into a lot of the green spots. I think there's been 2 that I've really liked, but for the most part, because we have to actually go look for them in like Oregon and stuff, they aren't usually sitting on shelves here in Idaho. Occasionally you'll see them. I'm a little more like, you see the greens everywhere.
Yeah.
So
the wine series, that was my favorite one. And probably Quail's Gate. I did not like Montelena that much.
I did not like Montelena. I do have the Quail's Gate up there. It's okay.
It's not bad. It's not. I'm not buying another one.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, so now I have to pour something else. What did you end up pouring?
I poured the Gold Spot.
Did you?
I haven't had it in a while.
I do have a Clonakilty back there. I've got a red. I've got the 2022 Midleton Very Rare. I have so many 2 stacks. I just grabbed one. I didn't even look and see which one I grabbed because I love them. And you did that to me.
I might have a few of them as well. And it goes off over there.
So I have a bunch of them out in the cigar bar that we're building because we just wanted to limit the amount that we had here. I brought some in, but I only had 1 2 stacks in here. So which one did I grab? I grabbed, he had us try so many. The one I loved was the one I couldn't get. I think you got it. It was, I hate it when I forget stuff like that. Thomas Anderson, I know absolutely nothing about Irish whiskey. Then you're in the right stream because this woman knows everything about Irish whiskey.
Was it Pillars of Creation? Was that the one? I can't remember. You'd mentioned it, but I just can't remember.
Yeah, it was one that like sold out in like 1 day.
Oh, all theirs usually sells out that fast.
Okay, so this is the Polaris Collection. Single malt, red ice wine finish.
Which one? Polaris. Oh, you have 1.3.
Yes, 1.3.
I do have 1. I have 1.1. I do have that one.
I love you. Okay, April is here.
1.1.
Okay, 1.3.
Yeah, you have the blend. I have the 9-year single malt.
Okay.
I drank the blend already.
I'm gonna pour this because I actually don't. I tried so many of them. I bought a bunch of them. So
that's the problem. So you go to 2 Stacks. You go up to their shop that's now over their offices, and it's just a big table with bottles that you can sample, like at your whim.
Yeah.
And so it's unlimited supply, and I mean, and it's all cask strength, so you could get schnockered just trying the whiskey there.
Oh, and he just kept pulling stuff out, pulling and pulling. And I was like, oh.
Yeah, he pulled a couple from casks when we were there. Yeah.
And poor Will, he was driving. He's like, I can't.
Oh.
Doug, by the way, it's already half after the hour and you're the only entry. You got a really good shot at that sample set, by the way. Okay, I'm gonna pour my 2 stacks.
Let me see. I do have my 2 stacks glass here, so.
Oh. I got it was so funny because I wanted a hoodie so bad. I knew that we were doing a long car ride home and I could like wear it and snuggle up. I could use it as a pillow, and it was just really cool. And they only had like like a 3XL or something. And so
Do you still want a hoodie?
yeah.
Okay, I've got a friend who does the ordering in the US for the 2 stacks merch. So like we just did hoodies not that long ago, so I'll get a hold of him and tell him next run that you want one.
Oh yeah, that'd be
Yeah.
awesome. I did get a t-shirt, and I want to say they only had a large or something, so I got that.
Is
But
it the black one? Yeah, I've got that one.
I like it. So all right, we've got egg roll in here. Okay, see, yeah, Malin, they don't even compare.
Yeah.
They don't even compare.
No, those are apples to oranges. You're also talking about, but the green spot is just a mostly bourbon cast finish, and your blue is the Madeira. So they're just totally different.
Yeah, Malin, I'm glad you asked, because for those of you that weren't in here, there is a small giveaway. I know it's not our usual giveaway night, but I got excited when I remembered I had this. When we came back from Midleton Distillery in Ireland, we brought back this pot still collection. I haven't even had, this one. I haven't even had that one. It's got the Powers John Lane in there, the Redbreast 12, and the Midleton Very Rare. So we are going to give this away tonight. I think
you can't get that set outside of Ireland either. You can't get that set in the US.
And then on the Patreon Plinko tonight, patrons, if you got the message, you can see we've got a couple things on the Plinko board too. So if you're a patron, hang out at the end. Might get a chance to play patron Plinko. And I was just feeling the love tonight. I don't know, feeling the love. We had a question here from Carson.
Kilbeggan? I like Kilbeggan. Kilbeggan is kind of underrated. A lot of people forget about Kilbeggan blended, but I like it.
I actually never had it.
It is a product still made in Ireland. It is owned by, I think they're still owned by Beam Suntory.
Oh.
And it used to be Cooley, and so they're not Cooley anymore, but I like it. You can still tour the Kilbeggan distillery. They still actively produce whiskey there. And it's a cool distillery. It's a little off the beaten path. It's near Mullingar.
Okay. Yes, Malum 5. Sean Peak is in for 4 via PayPal. Matthew Park says for the children.
That's a great set. I mean, the Barry Crockett, that's a $350 bottle that you're getting to try. And like I said, I've never seen that set offered outside Ireland.
And I only picked up one. I really wish I would have picked up more than one, but it was like towards the end and we were getting worried about how much we were going to have in our luggage and that kind of thing. You know, like I said, we've never traveled like that, so we weren't sure kind of what we were looking at. I'm looking here at the entries. Sean Peak says, cheers. Didn't realize there was a drawing tonight. There is. You guys, you have to look at the screen. It says right up there, right up there. It says right up there.
I love the scan things. That is so cool.
I don't know. Like if you're on a TV, I worry about like the chat scrolling over them. That's why I put it in the description too. So thank you guys for your support. Good luck. Hey, Ben Demon Hunter is here.
Yes, Kilbeggan is Suntory. Connemara is Suntory. That's Beam. It's all Beam.
Yeah, so this cast strength, I'm not gonna lie, I love it so much. I'm in love with it. It's
ice wine.
Where I say it's better than my Redbreast 12 cast strength, and I love that.
Oh, I like this better.
What?
I like this better. It's sweeter.
Yeah.
That red ice wine cask is just so nice.
Oh, sorry, I'm going back and forth. This was my John Powers.
John's Lane?
Or yeah, my Powers John's Lane cast strength. So yeah, I do like that better than my reds.
I think
This,
I like the red. I think I like the red breast cast strength just a little better. But I like
do
sherry.
you?
I like sherry, and the John's Lane's more bourbon.
Yeah. Well, and I'm a huge red breast fan. There's only been one red breast, and I didn't not like it. I just didn't like it as much, and that's the Kentucky Oak. But
Yeah, that was a letdown. That one was a really
yes,
big letdown.
it really was. Mullum's in for 8 entries. Perfect. Mullum, what did you do that through?
I love
Also,
the comment up above. All my rare Irish comes from Idaho.
I, I mean, it might be a thing. It might be a thing. Okay, so we had I almost missed Chishan Peak, but I didn't. I mean, I read your thing, but I almost missed putting it in here. Egg roll, $10 says trying my luck for some Irish. Good luck, egg roll. Thank you. Sorry that I'm doing this. I didn't line up a tracker for tonight, and that's my bad. So I'm trying my
All good.
best, and I'm doing very well, I might say. Doing very well so far. I'll check it all at the end. I've got all these kind of marked. So, Mullum, I'm going to look for yours and read that. Okay. In my area, the price, okay, this is Sean Peake. He says, in my area, the price on the spot whiskeys has been fluctuating a lot. Anyone else seeing the same thing?
Yes, you should see that. You should actually start to see the red breast come down. They haven't announced anything officially, but the rumor has it is that Irish Distillers is trying to align their prices a little more with EU pricing. I think they've realized that people have hit a ceiling for what they're willing to pay for some of this stuff.
Oh.
So you're going to start to see sales on some things. Start to see if things get discounted a little bit. The one I have not seen discounted a whole lot has been the spots, because they seem to be making some division where your spots are your higher end, red breast in the middle, and powers at the lower end. But you should start to see a little bit of those prices come down a little.
And I'm in Idaho, so everything's MSRP, but it's really hard to find. So, okay, so this 2 stacks, I don't remember it being this. I mean, the single malt, or the not single, but the malt in it is so prominent, and I didn't remember that about it. I like it. It's good.
It's sweet too.
It is. It's got that sweet finish, right?
It's sweet. It's super fruity. Yeah, that's that red ice wine cask.
Yeah, and I don't like a super sweet finish, but I love this, and that's why I grabbed it. So I was like, that one's pretty far down. I wonder if that's, and I couldn't remember it was the red ice that I liked so much. It was. The Bourbon Engineer, hello, says cheers to Michelle and Stacey. Mullum, you're welcome. I'm glad that made it to you safe and sound. That is a good one. Agent Oak, I saw you. It looks like you may have figured that out. So the same way you normally do, there's a QR code at the top and there's stuff in the description. And we will have that Midleton sample pack. Donald Rance, I have to ask you, are you guys, I've been watching this whole thing up there where you are, and a lot of places are making it to where you can't buy any U.S. bourbon. Are you running into that? Is that an issue?
Yeah, we've been seeing videos where they've been pulling it.
That makes me so sad. Nice. Isn't it great when you're like, oh, look what I found? Winter Writer's Tears. So Matthew Parks wants to know about Writer's Tears.
They just released their 20, well, it was last year. They released the 2024 cast strength. I haven't seen the 2025 cast strength. My favorite of theirs is still the Enniskillen, that's made actually up near where Donald is. That's the finished in the ice wine cast from up there. That one is still, I think, one of the best ones that I've had from Writer's Tears. But yeah, you're right. You know, they haven't really. I mean, they kind of went through some rebranding and they did a bunch of cast finishes, with the Mizunara, with the Enniskillen, and then we really haven't heard a lot from Writers' Tears lately. So yeah, you're right.
They're gearing up.
Hopefully,
hopefully,
unfortunately, all the issues that American distillers have, Irish distillers have been having as well. Just demand is kind of lessened. You've heard, Waterford is in receivership, so they're in big trouble.
Wait, what about Waterford?
Yeah, Waterford. Yeah, they're in. Yeah, the bank is. If they don't find something, they're going to start selling off.
I thought something happened. I thought they figured something out. Did they not?
I had not heard anything.
Oh wow.
No.
Huh.
Blackwater Distillery is another one. They're producing some really great whiskey, but they're not selling enough to make do, and they're having funding issues. For Cullen's having some funding issues. There are some distilleries that have kind of slowed production or trying to sell the stock they have just to kind of stem the tide. So unfortunately, yeah, the international distillers are running into that as well.
Wow. There's so much going on. It's hard to keep up on all of it, like
it is. It is tough to keep up with.
And I'm just saying, if you know, right? Oh yeah, Doug. Kind of what I was thinking.
Yeah, I know. We're all drinking cast drink.
Oh, there's another one. Oh my God. You missed her, didn't you? You missed her. Yeah, in fact, I'm stepping just 1 second.
Oh wow, Donald. Okay. Wine, beer, everything.
I just got so warm in here. It must be the cast drink. Oh, I don't have the light switch on. Damn it. It's fine. Is it you? Are you the problem?
Oh, I love the video you posted where you go to touch her and she growls like.
Did you hear her just a second ago? I went to pick her up and she's like, yeah, she's kind of a brat. Now Murphy loves everybody. Matthew Parks wanted Waterford to explode in popularity so bad.
Yeah, the sad thing is their latest releases, the Cuvées and the peated ones. They had a Fenniscourt that they released in the U.S. that was just phenomenal, and that's the sad thing is they're really just starting to come into themselves and to really start to produce some good whiskey. And now they overdid.
I liked the Cuvée.
Yeah, I mean the Cuvée was great. The Cuvée coffee was really good. But yeah. I mean, they had expensive marketing. They had expensive packaging. They did so many different releases. They made it impossible to collect them all because they did new releases for every single freaking country. So they just way overdid it.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy late birthday.
Happy birthday.
Donald says, essentially, you cannot buy any form of American alcohol in any province in Canada. I mean, why is it that you're just going after the alcohol? This dog's going to get us all shit-faced. If you know, you know. If you don't know, if you haven't been here, normally Ellie is not that sleepy, but when she gets tired like this and there's a yawn, everybody has to take a drink.
Aww.
March 9th. March 9th.
Okay.
So coming up. Okay, so this Sunday, not last Sunday. Got it. Take a break. Okay. So so you went to Ireland. What other distilleries did you go to, Stacey?
So we visited the Bushmills, the new Causeway distillery that they just built at Bushmills, which that was really cool because we got a tour by Alex Thomas, who's the master blender at Bushmills. So that does not usually happen. And we also toured Titanic Distillery, which not the best whiskey, but a really cool distillery to visit. It's in the old pump house. So it was the pump house that used to pump water out of the dry dock where like Titanic and Olympic were docked.
Oh,
So it's a really old building, and they take you on a tour of the dry dock. It's really cool. It's just the whiskey and they're great. But
yeah. Our
um,
taxi driver in Cork told us that we needed to go there. We just ran out of time.
yeah, it's a really cool area to visit. Their new make is good. Their source stuff, I didn't care for it, but their new make was actually good. So I'm hoping that stuff when they start producing their own whiskey, it's really good. We went to Ecklenville, who makes Dunvilles. That was a really exciting tasting. Ecklenville Distillery is known for sherry bomb whiskey. They're big sherry finishes. So
Okay.
they actually did a tasting of, we got to taste just the sherries. So we got to taste like a Fino, an Oloroso, a Palo Cortado, a PX on their own, and then got to try whiskey that had been finished in those casks. So I thought that was a really neat approach.
Well, and so I did not know the whole history of Cork area and Titanic. Like,
Oh yeah.
I didn't know that was a
Oh
thing.
yeah, oh, yeah.
This dog. Okay. Yeah. Cork City says
Yeah.
urban engineer. Um, Bab Balaban? Balaban?
Ballymannon.
Not familiar. What? I don't know what we're talking about. Oh, it's a Waterford peated expression.
Ah,
Oh,
okay. I had not had that one. I did
yeah.
try the Fennis Court. I loved that one. Thought it was really good.
I have to put
Waterford
her
really gets
down
the
because she's
peanut
yawning
butter
too
so
much.
good. Yeah, I'm like glass is empty. That dog was really tired.
That dog is off the hook yawning, so she's gonna sit down here. El Camino, I'm gonna tell you, your dog Murphy is over here sprawled out with his legs up in the air, showing me his world. That's where your dog is. That's exactly what's going on over here. So
Oh, that's awesome. We signed up for another one. We pick up the new Frenchie here a week from Saturday.
oh, I love Frenchies. They're the
So
bestest.
another gray Frenchie.
Bourbon,
Or
Cork floats.
Titanic, not so much.
Titanic, not so much.
It's a really cool, let me tell you, that whole area, it's really cool to visit because you literally can climb like down into the dry dock. So it's pretty neat.
I'd love to go back to Cork. I loved that area. Where is that place? We went to a place we had to take. Well, we took a taxi there and then we took the bus back. And it was in this little port. Maybe if William happens to be in the chat, he can tell me what it was. But
Was
it
it
was
Cobe?
what?
Was it Cobe over on the
Was it?
coast?
But it's something like that. I want to say it started with a K, but it had like old chapels and then this little shopping, and then there was a port with all the boats, and it was just a nice little town. And Keith's, that sounds right. Keith, maybe. Does this sound familiar to anybody? Because I think it's Keith.
Okay.
Anyway, loved it. Matthew Parks, looks like we have some classes together. Michelle, is Will going with you or is he doing his own schedule? So we are going to do most of the same classes. There was a couple that we broke off of. Like I wanted to go to the one that Marianne Eves was doing and he wanted to go to a different one. So there's a couple we're doing separately. I'm so excited. We're talking about the Bourbon Festival in NOLA.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. I know, Agent Oak. It's a thing. She's right now. She went and woke up Murphy, and I think he's trying to give her kisses, and she's telling him basically where to go. So, yeah. What are you gonna pour now, Stacy?
Oh,
We are 5 minutes to the hour. We have, as far as entries for that sample pack from Midleton, we've got only 20 entries. Is that right? 8, 9, 10.
Ben, no, the Titanic whiskey is not worth buying.
The what?
He asked me, talking about the Titanic, how is the Irish whiskey at Titanic? It's not worth it. No, this actually is Redbreast Boreas.
What is it?
This is the airport Redbreast.
I have that. I love that. That is so good.
I like this one.
I I don't think I have it in here because I would love to drink that. I think it's out in the other bar. Damn it. So good. Now you're just showing off, Stacy. That's what Matthew Parks said. You know what? If you remind me, Matthew Parks, and I mean this, you have to email me because, well, we all know that it's the blonde hair. I blame that. If you remind me, I'll bring you a little bit of that when we come down for you to taste because it's that good.
Yeah, it is really good. That was I picked up 2 bottles at the airport. That was one, and then the Bushmills 80/20 was the other one.
So our friend, he travels for work, and so he just went to like India and a couple other places, and he's like, "What should I look for?" And that was like top of my list, and he didn't see it. And
no, it's only at Dublin and Shannon Airport.
Is that what it is? And so we had a secondary list, and I had circled one because it was one that Will really wanted. It's a heavily peated Scotch, and he thought it's what I really wanted. And so he's like so happy he brought it home, and I was like, and then I tried it. I was like, oh wow, that's actually pretty good for a peated Scotch. Yeah.
No, the only one you can find in most airports around the world is the Jameson Triple Triple. And then the Bushmills 80/20, I think you can find it in Ireland. I think the UK, maybe London might have that one.
Okay. Yeah, and he was in London, I think, is where he found a couple of things.
Yeah, you might find it there. What's this one?
Oh, wait, hold on. What is it?
Yeah, I didn't reverse my camera. Sorry.
Okay.
Bushmills 80/20. So this is PX Sherry, and it's 80% of it is the sherry cask. So it's different than regular Black Bush.
Yes, William, that's right. And I haven't tried it yet. I need to try that. It was sitting behind me. I think I made him put it away.
Oh, so
I wanted room for all the Irish. I wish I loved stout finish whiskey. I do not love stout finish whiskey.
Grab those while you can. That's discontinued. That series got discontinued.
I was just talking about, she brought out the Traveler's Edition of the Red Breast, and I was like, I think it's in the other bar. So we had to put Ellie down. She was getting us drunk. I don't know if you've been watching. He's probably scrolling back and forth between his game that he plays. He's so high stressed that he loves to just decompress. And I think hearing me does not do that for him.
Yes, Donald, that's right. Yeah, it's also 80% single malt versus 20% grain, which is not the regular Bushmills Black Bush.
Okay.
Ooh, Waterford Ballybannon.
I have not had that.
I haven't had that one. Waterford they did good peated whiskey.
I actually enjoyed Waterford. I wish that I had more access to it. After this, I might actually go to that Teeling, the Wonders of Wood. If you guys have had that, I want to hear in the comments what you thought. I have the Portuguese oak.
That's the one I have, is the Portuguese.
The Swedish. So I'm going to say Portuguese all the way, but it's been a minute.
The Swedish is good, but I'm with you. I think the Portuguese just edges it out a bit.
I think I'm going to have to go back and try them. I don't know. I don't have to do it all tonight though. Whew. What do we got here?
You sound like my weekend last weekend after 3 straight days, because I had the 2 events for Ohio Liquor Control for OHLQ. Then I had a whiskey tasting actually Saturday night with Sir Maurice O'Connell of Wayward Irish Spirits, who was in town.
Wow.
And then I had my own stream, me and Donald.
Oh yeah, I caught the replay on that.
My guest on Sunday. So we were drinking Irish Dan, and I had a Guinness pouring contest before that. So I had a busy weekend.
Yeah, I caught that after stream of the replay of you and Donald. That was great. So much knowledge in one stream, you know?
That was fun. We're going to have to definitely do that again. That was super fun.
My husband is the best in the world. I'm not going to lie. It's so funny because we had like X amount we could take, and I'm like, I will leave something behind. This is going with me. Yeah. Yum. And I think we got that actually when we were coming back from Cancun. Look at me. I'm becoming a traveling girl. I've been to 2 places.
We picked up a triple actually on our way to Ireland and Atlanta. So that bottle went from Ireland to Atlanta, back to Ireland, back to Ohio.
Oh
Like
my
it's a
God.
well-traveled bottle of Jameson triple triple.
Oh, I got hi.
Aw, look, it's so fluffy.
Say hi real quick before you lay down. Say hi. That's oh wait.
He's so
Can you see?
fluffy.
There you go. Nope. Still can't see.
Oh,
Hi. All right, there you go, Lawrence.
so cute.
He's such a
Is he
sweet
a
boy.
Bichon?
He loves everyone.
Aw.
He's a good boy. He just, we had to, we inherited him. Like it was
Yeah.
literally in the will. And so, he just had an adjustment period. He still was happy and he loved everyone. He just was confused.
Well, yeah.
And so
That's a big
he's still to this day, I can't go into my walk-in closet without him. He has to go to work with me. He goes, I tried to lock him out of our room for a little bit the other night and he was throwing his body against the door. He's definitely afraid that something's going to happen to me.
Oh, poor thing.
Yeah. All right. Murphy, what should I drink? What should I drink, buddy? Egg roll. See, egg roll's your friend. Look, egg roll says Murph dog.
Oh.
Yeah. Now Ellie's like, well, Murphy doesn't yawn when we're all drinking gas strength. But okay, it is 3 minutes after. I think at about 10:10, so in 7 minutes, we're gonna wrap up the chances to get into the giveaway. Dude, you're so warm. I'm sorry. I love you so much, but you are hot.
Yeah, I'm kind of getting this wool sweater is getting to be a little much after this cast strength. It was cold.
Okay, so we're gonna start wrapping this up. It's a giveaway. I brought this back from they're all turned now, you can't see them. I brought this back from the Midleton distillery in Ireland. I haven't even had this one. This is the Midleton very rare. It's the berry crockett. Then you've got this powers that I was talking about. You got red breast and you've got the green spot. So this is what I know. It's not the last of the month. It's fine. We're just gonna do a little giveaway. We threw a couple little extra things, Irish on the Patreon wheel. If you get to play Patreon Plinko. See how warm I am? Holy moly.
Yeah, I'm starting to warm up too.
I know. I see my husband's in chat, which means I'm probably not getting that Kentucky before or the red breast before so we might have to do that another time. Okay, Donald Rance. Yeah, he's a giant cotton ball, by the way, Will. Donald Rance says, Stacy.
Yes, Donald. It makes it taste funky normally. The regular Teeling single pot still, I do not like it. Like if I was at a dinner with Teeling and they gave us a pour to go with like each course, and the single pot still, I did not I didn't drink that. This one is actually good though. And I don't know if it's because the entire maturation has been in this Portuguese oak cask, this virgin oak cask. I think it masks a lot of that. But that's a good one. But yeah, I'm with Donald. I do not like their single pot still at all. Their regular one.
Okay, Stacy, I'm going to have one more pour. I don't think my red breast is coming in. So look behind me. I don't know if you can see. What's your pour, dear?
Why don't we go with one of the Teelings?
Okay.
We're talking about Teeling.
Yeah, let's do that. Should I do the Portuguese or should I do the Swedish?
That's a tough one.
You know what? I think I'm going to go Swedish because I know I love the Portuguese. Let me revisit that Swedish.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I had a pour of that one, and I liked it, but I haven't seen it around me yet to pull the trigger on it.
Still a little bit left.
Actually, that's a different, but yeah, this is perfect.
That's the one.
No, this is great. Thank you.
I don't know what the other.
Somebody looks excited.
I know. Will you leave that open? Because I'm dying. Thank you. Since you're out there, there's not going to be any issue with leaving the door open. So I
Is it-
have
is
these
it warm where
huge
you're at,
rain
or is
glass
it
doors
warm in
that
the
come into
house?
the whiskey library, and I used to close
Ah.
them because of glare and echoing. But now we've done some things in here. I don't have to worry about it. Ooh, this was out there. It's nice and cold. Okay, sorry. All right, so here's what we got. The travel edition of the Redbreast. I love how it's like there's a little bit in there. I'm like, holy crap, it's fine. Mom says, were you excited to see Will or the whiskey? Both. We'll go with both.
And I fixed my camera, so now you can read it.
Oh, here, let's.
I had to unmirror. Normally it's mirrored.
There you go.
There you go. It only took me an hour and 7 minutes.
It's fine. It's my show. It doesn't really matter. Okay. Stacy, so Redbreast. Oh,
Cast strength, mostly nutty with slight vanilla and some sweet fruit. What I don't know is what the you could be getting a like a pencil shaving kind of note coming. That's coming from a sherry cask.
mm.
When whiskeys are finished in sherry, it kind of you really get it on Dunvilles. You get that it is like a pencil shaving note. So it's like that graphite and kind of a woody graphite note.
I'm so excited. I'm still gonna pour that Tealings. I only poured a little bit of this. I just need a little bit of it. It's so yummy. And I have a whole nother glass over here I could put my Tealing in.
Yeah, I've got several glasses, and I'm trying to keep to the Glens because I overpour in the Tuas.
Yeah, and the Tuas I totally do. In fact, we're completely sold out of our Tuas, and I was like, did I save one? And I did. I was so excited. But I definitely overpour in the Strozels and the Tuas.
The Tuas is real easy to overpour.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah.
you just finished in the cast strength.
Do you know how long ago he poured that? Go. He must have refilled it.
Ah.
That is so good. That is so good. It's definitely sweet, but not in a way that kills me.
The Redbreast?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got some woody notes to it as well.
Yeah, it definitely.
There's some almond.
I think what I don't like is when you get something that's finished and the sweetness is all that finish is. And this is more mid-palate sweet, and I like that.
This one's kind of like a cross between Listo and PX.
And I love Listo. So that's actually a really good analysis of it, that it's right in between.
Yeah.
It's not quite to tawny. It's
still got that sweetness, but you still have those woody almondy notes as well. So
that's almond. That's it. I was trying to figure that out. See?
Yeah, that's coming from the sherry. Yeah.
That is so good. That's really good. I need to get back into like sending some samples out and stuff. I know I just did some of the patrons got the little book Infinite, but I need to just randomly send out some of these samples because everyone should taste this shit.
Yeah, this one is a good one if you're headed over. Kind of make a trip to the Shannon airport, to the Dublin airport, because that's the only place you can buy this bottle.
Yeah, I got it in the Dublin airport.
I mean, you can't even get this at Midleton.
Yeah. Yeah. I did get, and it's too bad we weren't on mystery boxes, so I would have loved to do it. I got was it a Redbreast? I can't remember which one I got, if it was the Gold Spot 13 or the Redbreast that I had Women of Whiskeys etched in it. It's so cute. I love it.
Oh, I think it was the Redbreast because you showed it to me when you had it done.
Yeah. And so I thought about like on a special occasion, maybe because it has Women of Whiskeys doing like a big Patreon thing where that could be a prize for patrons, or I don't know, something. I'm so glad. I'm so glad you love the Infinite. That's great. Okay, should we do the Tealing?
Sure. I'm going to pour that in this
And
one.
then we've got, oh, it's time. Okay, we're going to cut that giveaway off. This is good odds, guys.
Somebody's going to get a heck of a sample set.
That's pretty great. I'm not going to lie. Okay, why am I fighting with this box? Is it because I've been drinking cast strength? I don't know. Stacy, the box is smarter than me.
It's magnetic on the side.
Yeah, and I'm not seeing which side.
This side.
Found it. Got it. Yay! Yay me!
I know that magnet's a little tricky. It's a good magnet. It keeps it
Oh
cold.
my gosh. CA Scott, he's at California. Scotty, cheers, everyone. Cheers, Michelle and Stacy. Cheers.
Hey, CA Scotty.
All right. It was a red breast, but it was an older style looking label on it. Oh, when YouTube sends me, I don't know that YouTube's gonna do that, but maybe. Okay, here we go. We are going to do the Teeling Wonders of Wood. This is the Swedish, right? Is that what we
And I
went
had
with?
the Portuguese.
Yeah, Swedish oak. So this is the Teeling Wonders of Wood. I do know that I loved the Portuguese. It's been a minute though, so let's revisit the Swedish.
These are nice too because they're 50% ABV, so it's a little bit higher ABV than on the regular. Really
yeah, but we did start out with John's Lane cast strength.
Yeah, we are going down though. Yeah, that's true. I think everything we've had, well, no, the red breast was lower. That's only 46, right? Yeah, it's 46.
Okay, here we go. These tables that I have in here, they're like a gold, like they're really cute, but they want to fall over. So I'm always like so scared when I set something on them. Like if you ever hear a massive noise in here, that's what happened.
Mine, like everything is sitting on this table. So every time I bump the table, the whole camera and you see everything shake. So I have to try really carefully, like just when I set the bottles down, not to bump the table.
So we've got our cigar and whiskey lounge out here all framed in. Mm-hmm. And so when I do my first stream from there, it's going to look very familiar because we're going to have the same bar in the background, which I was kind of hoping to just maybe have some shelves, but it gives me a space where I don't have to feel so tight. Like I can breathe and we can be less of a shit show. Maybe I doubt it, but 4 years later, we're still trying. We're still hoping.
You're still doing good. I need to do more videos and do more of the regular stuff. And I get so busy doing local events that I'm like, oh, wait, it's been 2 weeks since I've done my last video.
I don't even want to talk about how long it's been. I've got literally like a shelf of things that I said I was going to do a review on for content. And I just do 3-minute reviews. I only edit like that much because I like them to be real. And I keep saying like today, I was like, okay, before the live stream, I'm going to go ahead and bust out that review for Jacob's Pardon. And then I'm like, oh crap, my audio's messed up and I don't have time. And yeah, it's going to happen.
I always get the review done, but then it's the editing part that I'm like, oh.
So have you tried Capwing?
I'm using CapCut right now.
Try Capwing.
Capwing.
Super easy. It looks overwhelming when you first open it up because actually Kathy Joe's the one that went, here, look at this. And I went, but they have a little button that says auto cut and it cuts out all your pauses. And then you can go in and put the ones back that you wanted. So anyway, I'm very not tech savvy. I am almost 52 years old. I don't know how to do this shit. And I use that.
I'm going to have to check that out.
So we can always jump on a private stream and walk through it if you want. William says that Jacob's Pardon is delicious but dangerous. Mm-hmm. So good. So good that you don't realize you're drinking a 140, 47, 43 proof. 47. It was the most hazmat of the hazmat that I've had, I would say. I want to say it was 147. It's right here somewhere. I don't know, but it's so good. It does not drink it.
That's crazy.
Okay. Let's Okay, Stacy, you're gonna have to do some entertaining while I double check all these entries real quick because we're gonna
Sure.
give away this sample set. See, I just put you on the spot.
Oh, no
It's all you.
problem. So Ben Demon Hunter is mentioning the Canadian exclusive 2-stacks, the maple syrup and stout casks at cask strength, which I do have thanks to Ben Demon Hunter because he was kind enough to hook me up with a store when I was on a business trip in Canada that would ship it to my hotel in Banff. So I was
Oh,
on a
wow.
business trip for work in Banff, Alberta, having to find the mail room for this big conference center so I could pick up whiskey to put it in my bag to bring back to the States because
Oh
it
my
was
gosh.
like impossible to get it otherwise. Thank goodness now that it has been wildly popular, and 2-stacks did release it in Ireland as well. So
Oh,
I think
did they?
it's already sold out again, but it was really good. It's called Smoke and Mirrors. It's a little more peated than regular 2-stacks. It's at 30% peated malt, but it's with maple syrup, so it kind of balances out that peat.
I think
So
we either have it or I think we have it.
you
Will
might have
really
picked it
liked
up
it. I
over
was
there.
like,
They would have had it at 2-stacks.
yeah, I
I
think
think
we
they still
bought
had
it.
it when I was over there. But I think I still have third of a bottle of it left.
My autocorrect keeps wanting to call egg roll egg mail. Sorry, egg roll. You're
The
now
winner
egg
is
mail.
egg mail.
I don't even know what's going
Oh,
on.
hi, Mrs. Independent Joe.
Hi, how are you?
Yes, taste and sensibility. Alberta is a great place for whiskey. I got another recommendation from Ben Demon Hunter. So if you're in Calgary, Kensington Wine Market is a great place to go for whiskey. They will
Really?
actually let you sample anything before you buy, which is really cool. So they're pulling down
Anything?
they're pulling down like these Scotch Malt Whiskey Society bottles and $200 bottles of scotch and letting me try it before I bought it. And I ended up getting a membership to Scotch Malt Whiskey Society out of that.
Yeah, they're like, we know what we're doing.
Yes, Richard White, Jameson Castmates are discontinued. So that if you do see those Castmates bottles, grab those because that was discontinued. Their special series was discontinued that had Distiller Safe, Blender's Dog, Cooper's Crows. Those 3 were discontinued. I'm not sure why they discontinued the beer series. I mean, they bought a whole brewery just to make that.
Mrs. Independent Joe, that is correct. Happy National Women's Month. I think that as I've been trying to focus on, making this channel not all about like women, women whiskeys, they think it's like women power. It's more about all inclusive. You look at like National Women's Month and it's like, I want to take that time in March to really focus on women in the industry, not necessarily women blenders or distillers, but people like, you look at Stacy, who knows so much about Irish and she's doing tastings and she's doing all this stuff, maybe a cocktail mixologist that has come up with amazing new recipes. I just think that's the kind of cool stuff that I'd like to really kind of look at. I've been digging into. Oh yeah, William, we were talking about that. Those mini cans from 2-stacks. Yum yum.
These are awesome. 2-stacks is so cool. So they're not just releasing whiskey in cans. They're releasing old whiskey in cans. This is a 22-year-old single malt Irish whiskey.
Can you believe that?
22 years old. In a can.
In a can. It was great because when we went on our trip, we had those cans. And so we'd go down, like when we stayed at the River Lee, we'd go down and sit by the river and drink our little cans.
They're so convenient. And they are coming to the States. They're coming to a huge amount of states. If you're one of my Patreons or even one of my free Patreon members, I've posted that I can repost it. The list of all the states that are getting 2-stacks. So it's coming to a lot of states.
Yeah, and it's hard because when you think of something in a can, you think, oh my gosh, it's going to taste like aluminum, or like I had a really hard time getting past that until I tasted it. I'm like, no,
it doesn't at all.
Not at all. I don't know
they double
why
line
that
the can.
is.
It doesn't taste like the can at all.
I don't know why that is, but it it's like pouring it out of a bottle. You would never know. You
Yeah.
would never know. Yeah, that was amazing. Hey, Richie Z is here. Hi, Richie. How are
cheers, Richie Z.
you? Cheers. Cheers to you. Okay. All right. So I've got the wheel on my big ass phone right here. So I'm gonna do it that way just because I'm tracking by myself, and that's what we're gonna do. So let's do this giveaway. What we're giving away again, real quicks. Other things. We're giving this away. Brought it back from the Midleton distillery from Ireland. It's all the things and things that you might want, don't have. Let's do it. Okay. We've got all the names on here. Sorry about the glare, guys. I'm so sorry. I wish I could do this better. Okay. Here we go. Click to spin. Hey, so good this. Okay, wait. Dun 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 dun. Sean Peak. Sean Peak, you're the winner. Chicken dinner. All right.
That is the biggest phone ever.
Yeah. All right, Sean, that's going to show up on your doorstep. Congratulations.
That's a great set.
For this. It's a great set, right? The fact that you're going to get something that I haven't even got to taste, I love that so much. I do. I love it. Okay. And then, of course, if you're a patron by the end of the stream, you may get the opportunity to play some Plinko. I'm writing this down. Sean won. La 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 la. Okay. We have sample bottles all over the place. Just ask Mrs. Independent Chow. Hey, Chris Tats is here from Down Under. Ooh,
heck.
wow. Cat 2 cyclone expected to hit us in the next 48 hours. Chris, are you guys okay?
You and Lil take care.
Well, my love to you and Lil. Somebody reach out to me tomorrow and let me know you're okay. The ruse will be just fine. The ruse can take care of themselves. Just ask Will. Oh, heck with game. I just want to hear that song. Okay. Okay. So, Stacy, I got to say, I got to stand by my first assessment. I do believe the Portuguese is better than the Swedish.
I think you're right. I like the Portuguese better.
Yeah.
It's just richer. It's got a little more going on.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not saying the Swedish is bad because it's really good. I mean, I would never drink this and go, so that's Teeling. Like, not that Teeling's bad, but it's got so much, like, you can feel where it's pulling out the oak, but I don't know why is Portuguese oak better? Is it different? I don't know why it's so much better.
Yeah, it's richer. It's a little spicier.
It does have more. I
don't know why.
Get your
Portugal.
One more glass. I wish I had one more glass so I could pour a little of it. Well, no, that won't work. That's cast strength. I'm not going to finish that in one swallow. So, another time. It sounds like, Stacy, we're going to have to get together. We're definitely going to have to do a, what was it we're going to do a tasting of?
We were going to do a 2-stacks, I think, again.
Was it 2 stacks?
Was it 2-stacks or was it Powers?
It was Powers. We need to do a Powers.
Yeah.
And then we might have to, even if it's just like Patreon or something, we might have to pull out some of the Wonders of Wood and just kind of see where they land. Okay. Are you guys ready to give away a little bit more free shit? What do you think? Do you guys know what time it is? I gotta make room first. Okay, there we go.
What time is it?
Okay. You know, if you are a patron, now is the time. Hashtag Plinko in the comments because we're gonna give away some free shit. Someone's gonna play some Plinko. Hashtag Plinko in the comments right now.
Patreon Blinko, it's a game to play. With whiskey in our hands, we'll make your day. Support the show, enjoy the fun with the women of whiskeys. Cheers, everyone. Now you know, yeah, it's time for Patreon Bingo.
That's
Yay!
such a great song.
It's my favorite time. I love Plinko. I love it. Okay. I'm just checking, see if we have any new patrons before we do this stuff. It's not that it matters because they would have done hashtag Plinko because that's the name of the game. But I am just curious. We did get a new Patreon today. So Agent Oak, thank you for joining us. Good luck to you. And we are going to go. We're going to share the screen. Are you ready? We're going to give away free stuff. Hopefully I don't lose audio. So far, last week I did not lose. Stream was being weird. Ask Stacy before
Yeah, it was being
we
weird.
went live. StreamYard was like screwing up the audio. So
Yeah.
hopefully we can hang on to this. All right. Here we go. We're sharing it. We're going to collect them. 11. We have 11 entries. That's it tonight, guys. We must have a lot of East Coasters that are patrons because 11 of you showed up and did hashtag Plinko. Now, before we do that, did it show? Weird. Can you see it?
Mm-mm.
That's so weird. I'm sharing it. Oh, I get it. Okay. Tech. This is where I need help. Before we do it, let's see what we're playing for tonight. So we're playing for the Jameson Black Barrel 50 milliliter, the Women Whiskey's Beanie, the Stozel Glass, some leggings, the Wow Bubble Butt Retro Rocks glass, the Wow Boxers or Briefs undergarments, the Dead Rabbit Irish Whiskey, or the Wow Whiskey Thoughts leather journal and pen. All right. Hey, look, there it is. I know, it's me. I'm the problem. Okay. All right, here we go. Good luck, everybody. Dun, 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 dun. Let's see.
Richie's here.
He's playing Plinko. Richie's playing. Yay. All right. That's fun. I love that. All right. Richie, you're going to play Plinko. So I just need to know we have little holes up here. A, B, C, D, E, or F. What are we doing here? We can't see it. You can't see what? Are we talking about the Plinko? Or are you talking about, do you have a lag? Or are you talking about the fact that I couldn't share the screen because I don't know tech and I struggle? I need
He
my
said
millennials
C.
back on the stream to teach me how to do this. All right. Richie says Z. All right. C. Richie says Z. Oh my God, Michelle. I had huge meetings today and I was like this and those. I don't think I impressed the clients.
Yeah, this is
My brain's been off all day.
this whole day has been like that. It's like I'm phoning
Wait,
it.
it didn't show at all? You guys couldn't see it at all? Tasting Sensibility said it didn't show at all.
I can see it.
I could see it. Were you guys able to see it? Because I'm really confused now. All right. Either way, we're going to do C, but let me know because we could see it. I'd be curious.
Oh, no, it didn't show.
Huh?
It
It
did
didn't
not
show?
No.
I'm so sad. I love that part.
Yeah. No.
We could see it. Her
We
and I
could see it. Richie
both
did win.
on this. StreamYard's being weird. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
lie. All right. Well, Stacy's my witness. All right.
Richie won, and I was in it, so
Yeah, that's
you
right.
did.
You were in it because you're
Yeah.
a patron. Yeah. Oh, see if I can move this forward a little bit. I know you can't see it very well. All right. ABC. One. What was one? Let's look. I can't believe you guys couldn't see it. I'm so sad. Oh, yay!
Jameson Black Barrel.
That's awesome. So here is what you got. It looks like a little coffee bag, but it is a little bottle of the Jameson Black Barrel.
That's so cute.
Richie, I'm going to make sure this shows up on your doorstep. Congratulations. Thank you for all your support. John Cloud, hi. How are you? I still cannot believe I couldn't see that. I'm so very upset now.
Streamer has been acting weird tonight.
I'm seriously considering trying to learn okay, I don't know, because I can barely use StreamYard.
I'd say, yeah,
There's so many issues with it lately that I'm just.
there have been a lot of issues here lately.
That doubles as breakfast. I knew I liked you, Malam. William's right. We brought that back from the Midleton distillery as well.
I was going to say that doesn't look like anything I've seen in the U.S.
Yeah, you cannot. As far as I know, you can't get that here. I picked it up. I'm going through the little area in the distillery, and I'm like, women who whiskeys this will be a giveaway over here, and we're going to give that. And Will's like, we only have so much in our luggage. I'm like, it's okay.
I did the same thing. I brought back a little tasting set from Friend at Hand of their 2 whiskeys and their Glen, and gave it away.
Yeah.
Too. Yeah.
And then I got like the messy cocktail book from there that we gave away on Criminals and Cocktails, just fun things like that. Yes, actually from Ireland. That's right.
That's pretty cool.
I may have Will do that for you just because I can. It's fine. El Camino Mas Largos Brewing. So, all right, guys. So that's going to be it for tonight. Stacy, I love it when you come talk Irish with us. We need to do it more.
We do. This has been so much fun. Thank you. Thank you guys for all joining. Yeah.
And I hope that the month of March brings everybody back to Irish, because I am so passionate about Irish, not as passionate as Stacy, but it's all her fault. So
and it's 11 days till St. Patrick's Day now, because it's after midnight.
There you go. So check out on a Sunday, or even just go look at her content. Check out 4 Leaf Whiskey. She is all Irish. She has taught me so much about Irish. And there's so much more I can learn. Go check it out. Her channel, give her a little like, give her a subscribe. And she's just a really good human too. Did I mention that? She's a good human.
You.
So again, thank you to everybody. I want to say thank you to my patrons. And couldn't do this without you. We will have Whiskey Mountains back next week, and we are going to be putting out the crimes and the cocktails into Patreon for you guys to vote on what we do next. So, all right. With that, everybody have a great night. We'll see you next week. Stacy, if you want to hang out, I'd love to say hello. I'm looking for the stuff I can't find, which I need. There we go. All right. Good night.
Cheers.
Thank you for the way you make me feel. Just like a stolen car with a kid behind the wheel. I want to thank you for the way you make me feel. Well, everything's in Technicolor. Yeah, everything's so bright. Like a